Last time, Greenwood Jr. won his first race of the series, and Bonhomme's 3-race win streak came to a screeching halt. But in this round, other big-time troublemakers mean business.
You are watching the RRLRC Car Backyard Racing League.
We're here at a breezy Red Hawk Raceway, the site of a pivotal round 5 of 6. Hello, race fans. I'm Cam Cullen, pleased to be with you. We asked wheelman Braeden Banci if he ever raced from a ladder.
No. Feels really weird. I'm just glad that I put it in a good spot because I'm not constantly. I'm not necessarily looking to win, but I just try to be myself and be consistent.
Other than dry dirt conditions, we're expecting gusty winds. These drivers will want to hang on to their ladders because this racing setup is certainly not OSHA approved. Here's a look at the A-Main Hobby starting grid. Brent Post lands TQ at Red Hawk Raceway for the second time this series, holding me off by 1 second. And keep your eyes on Braeden Banci starting in last with the B-Main bump. He had a gremlin inside his car that shredded up his spur gear in qualifying. Banci already making milestones today in the 2-wheel drive buggy class. 3 straight TQ and wins in his first 3 races this series. And here he goes in 4-wheel drive buggy in a battle for third. And he just gave Bonhomme a wheel. That'll drop Bonhomme, our series points leader, to last place. Bonhomme's not going to forget about that one. Scan the QR code to shop amainhobbies.com, your off-road RC headquarters. Free shipping on eligible orders. Post, our leader, down the front straight, gets it wrong. That's going to help me in the B74 pass Post in the other B74 on the track for first place. Approaching 1 minute down, and there's simply not a lot of room for error. I am looking for my first win on the series despite a few podium finishes. Gives this the week. Oh, and a 3-way collision at the final turn. Don Greenwood Jr. gets the worst of that one. And a collision in turn 3, that's Post and Banci getting mixed up. Banci will take second. Here's another look at our racing incident at the top of the track. Greenwood Jr. had a great run, but was stopped short by the tubing. Here he goes in a battle with Bonhomme for 4th. Wow, Greenwood Jr. top to bottom, elevator move underneath Bonhomme. That was a big move. For Greenwood Jr. this series, it's gone from the ridiculous to the sublime. He's been riding high since he acquired his AEB 74.1. Let's see if he can make up some ground this afternoon. He'll have to hunt down me and Banci now. Banci may have just entered middle school, but he is bad fast and on my heels around the sweeper into the technical section. Oh, and I'm a little wide there. Banci just waiting for him to make a mistake, and he tried to world star me over the jump, and he gets the pass for first. 2 minutes down, your order: Banci, Cullen, Greenwood Jr., Bonhomme, and Post. Post came into this weekend in 3rd place, only 6 points behind Greenwood Jr., and with a TQ start this afternoon, he's nowhere to be found. Here's a closer look at what went wrong. Oh yeah, he disappeared behind the tubing and flipped himself over. A lot of race for him to pick it up. As we look at the slap landing, a true make-or-break zone, especially with the loose dirt conditions this afternoon. And it's Bonhomme now to make his way to 3rd place over Greenwood Jr.
Oh, can't see that turn. The dust is getting bad.
Unfortunately for Bonhomme, there's no spotters, no crew chief to rely on. You just gotta have situational awareness. Get ready to feast your eyes on our coverage of the Backyard Racing Series finale from NR Extreme Speedway. Catch it all right here on RRLRC. At the halfway point in this one, and Post has had a really good run getting back to 3rd, but that's our leader Banci getting caught up on the turn tubing. There I go, trying to inch closer to the orange Kyosho of the man, the myth, the micro-legend, Braeden Banci. Gripping and ripping through the technical section, flying over the jump. There goes his buggy into the wall for the 2nd consecutive lap. That'll help me in 2nd place. Post not too far behind in 3rd. Can I find a way around Banci? A win today would mean the world. Oh, and there I go, making a mistake. That gives all sorts of time to Banci to separate himself. And now the battle brews between me and Post for 2nd. The other battle ongoing is for 4th. It's Bonhomme and Greenwood Jr. Bonhomme won here last time out in round 2. And he finds himself in trouble with Greenwood Jr. Greenwood Jr. gets the move to 4th and Bonhomme to last. My goodness.
Oh, no. Oh, and I got caught. I could have had an easy pass.
All sorts of carnage off the slap landing as we go down the stretch here. The field is separated between 1st through 3rd, and then there's 4th and 5th. Banci doing everything he can to remain in front. Look at him go, just accelerate out of that final turn. Post closing in on me in 2nd. With Braeden Banci, the planets must not be aligned correctly because this is not supposed to happen from 5th to 1st. He's looking to become the 2nd racer this series to get the bump from the B main and win the main event in 4-wheel buggy. We just have to go back to last round to see Don Greenwood Jr. do that same thing. A mistake for me again in the technical section. Neck is positioned to Post in 2nd place. Banci better not have put it in cruise control yet.
I know, I keep losing the car in the turn down there.
This last minute is presented by A-Main Hobbies. A-Main Hobbies, your #1 trusted source for all your racing needs. Jack Bonhomme currently running in 4th place as we see through his race cam. Braeden Banci, our race leader since lap 8. The little fella hit that slap landing awkwardly. Post now really close on Banci, who has to get around Bonhomme here. Remember, these two got into it earlier on this race, and if I know Bonhomme, when you wallow with pigs, you gotta expect to get dirty. Oh! Pure concentration on display from Braeden Banci and his Kyosho ZX7. Wow, here's another look. Man, whoa, that made me just a little dizzy looking at it, and it certainly threw off Post in his race line. 10 seconds remain. These racers will get one more lap. It's gotta be Banci as long as he can keep it clean. Oh, and what's this? That's Post. He seems to have lost power, but it's Braeden Banci with the race win. With less than a lap to go, I'll slip by Post for 2nd. Looks like Post was just pulled from the track. He's gotta be hotter than an M80 on 4th of July. We're just getting word that it was a rear CV pin that Post lost there toward the end. Nevertheless, it's Banci in the winner's circle. Let's hear from him now.
That was insane. In the qualifier, my spur gear stripped. So I started in the B main, won the B main, then came to the A in last place and actually won. It was mainly technique. But over there is a dip on the very inside. Instead of sliding out into the sand and being even slower, I used that to take a better line. My mom, my dad, and everyone else that has helped me through this.
4-wheel drive buggy was a good whole day, and then in the main, all 4 or 5 of us, the fastest ones together, I got caught up with Braeden making a charge to take position. He kind of spun me out, and that put me to the last place, and then it was hard to come back from that. It was difficult to see the lower part of the track. I had to be conservative again. I didn't want to risk crashing, so I had to slow down for the straightaway jump, which kept costing me time. The lighting was very odd, and with the dust kicking up, it made it very difficult to judge the corners. Couldn't set up my corners the way I normally would because I just was too afraid to clip a corner.
I did absolutely terrible. I'm very frustrated. I mean, I basically had the same woes that I had last time. A lot of just mental errors and getting hung up on parts of the track that I shouldn't have. Bad luck with the ruts. Everybody has those problems though. There's still one race left. I'm gonna just keep fighting, keep hanging on.
The 4-wheel drive buggy series has not disappointed, and it's gonna be a fight to the finish for 2nd through 5th place, especially when you consider the point standings after the drop. Congratulations to Jack Bonhomme. He'll clinch 1st place on a hard-fought series. And I can't wait to give out participation trophies to our bottom 5. Just kidding. We don't do that here at RRLRC. Thank you for watching. Once again, our winner, Braeden Banci. I'm Cam Cullen saying so long from Montclair.